News Night from a church leader in France regarding artwork by the controversial Father Marko Rupnik. The world-famous Marian Shrines at Lourdes is among the places featuring mosaics by the Slovenian priest accused of sexual abuse. And now there are calls for more of the art to be removed. EWTN Vatican Bureau Chief Andreas Thonhauser has more.
The Shrine of Lourdes is a place of healing, and it is also a place of refuge, especially for victims of sexual abuse. Recently, it has become a topic of controversy, as the sanctuary is covered in mosaics created by Father Marko Rupnik, who has been accused of sexual abuse. The local bishop issued a public statement saying that his personal preference is for the removal of Father Rupnik's mosaics, but he's holding off on making a final decision on a mosaic's fate as more discernment is needed. The statement came just days after the head of the Vatican's Office for the Protection of Minors urged the Vatican to stop using Father Rupnik's artwork in online or in print. Boston's Cardinal Sean O'Malley also urged Vatican officials to be more sensitive with victims of abuse. Now, the Bishop of Tarbes and Lourdes, Monsignor Jean-Marc Mika, has joined the debate. Although he holds that Father Rupnik's mosaic should be torn down, he believes that his decision would not be sufficiently understood and would add even more division and violence at this very moment. In an exclusive interview for EWTN News Nightly back in February, Bishop Mika has explained to me the difficulty of the decision.
We received letters, pile of letters. People very angry because the mosaics are still there, and other people very angry in the idea we could remove them. It's a very, 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 very difficult decision to make, but I have to make it, and I'm waiting on it. And well, this occupies my mind and my prayer and my heart every day, especially when I meet victims of abuse.
Marko Rupnik became a world-famous artist for his enormous mosaics in the Vatican, as well as some of the world's most important shrines and churches. The Shrine of Padre Pio in Italy, St. John Paul II's National Shrine in Washington, D.C., or the Shrine of Lourdes. The Slovenian Catholic priest was a member of the Jesuit order until his expulsion in 2023 for his refusal to observe the vow of obedience. 3 years earlier, in 2020, Rupnik was even excommunicated for absolving a woman with whom he had engaged in sexual activity. The sentence was lifted later after a few weeks on the grounds that Rupnik had repented. The Vatican's investigation is continuing into allegations against Father Rupnik of psychological and sexual abuse of several adult consecrated women. And because of all of this, Bishop Mika explained that many women who have suffered abuses now feel unwelcome at Lourdes.
These women come to the pools to get purification, and come to the Immaculate Conception to be embraced in her arms. And now, for me, for them, the arms are not the arms of the Immaculate Conception. They are the arms of Father Rupnik, because the mosaic of Rupniks are on the Basilica of Rosary, just down here, under the Basilica of the Immaculate Conception.
The case of Father Marko Rupnik is far from over. The intense international reactions to current comments from Vatican officials seeking to separate Rupnik's art from his alleged actions indicate as much. For now, as a first step, the French bishop has decided that Rupnik's mosaics will no longer be lit up at night during the Lourdes nightly candlelight rosary processions with pilgrims. In Rome, Andreas Thonhauser, EWTN News Nightly.